What up, guys? Welcome back to another Oktoberfest beer review for 2021. This week, or today, we're getting into one that I'm excited to crack open. It is a Weihenstephaner Festbier. Here we go. I doubt they really change it year to year. The label's all the same, but I'm pumped to get into it. This is the second official fest beer that I've had, at least one that's been marked as one, so I'm looking forward to it. And it is a 5.8% ABV, and yep, that's about it. So, alright, there we go. It's like, left an inch. But, it's alright. In case you just don't know what it looks like, there you go. Anyways, let's get into the review. Get into the smell. Okay. Yep, this one's got, like the last fest beer I reviewed, this has got a hair of funk on the nose. Just a bit. But this one has more of, almost like a lemon zest. Like a lemon meringue aroma in it. Smells crisp, smells clean. Doesn't have the, the heavier malt aromas that you get with the Märzen style Oktoberfest beers. This is more, it smells like more like the lighter variation of it. But it's 5.8% ABV, which is right in the sweet spot of pretty much all the Oktoberfest beers thus far. But I'm digging how it smells. I'm going to recommend on that. Now let's get into the taste. There we go. I'm having this just after the last local craft fest beer I had it. And this one, you can tell, this is just so much more refined. You can taste it. All the edges have been sanded down. It's smoother. Like, you can see where the other one was going for, what it was going for. But this one, it's just like, sit down, guys. We've been doing this for a long time. Let the experts, take it from here. And it has a nice, crisp, clean taste to it. There's a very subtle hint of that lemon zest, but for the most part, that goes away. You do get a bit of almost a wheat graininess to it. It tastes like, if you've had any of the wheat beers from them, it has a hint of that in there. Not strong. This is still a lager, not a wheat beer. But there's a hint of that kind of like wheat grain going on. There's a dab of like a molasses taste to it. It kind of hits on the back of your tongue. I think this is a bit of the malt in it. Again, the malt, it's not extremely malty, but I think for the most part, what I am picking up is it's a dab of like that, a sweetened molasses. There might be... Yeah, I think it's got, just like the bit of that wheat kind of cereal aspect in it, and then you got the sweetened molasses on there, but which is subtle. And the more this lingers in my mouth, the more I start to get some more of that maltiness, kind of like on the sides. But for the most part, it's nice, it's clean, it's refreshing, but it's still got almost 6% ABV. Can't taste that at all. I mean, you could put this next to like a light American lager, and outside of having more flavor, you're not going to taste. I mean, and a bit of more maltiness, you wouldn't know that, oh, this has like 1.5% more alcohol than this light American lager. So I'm going to recommend it on taste. Next category is value for price. Honestly, a lot of these German import Oktoberfest beers are not expensive. Like, they're oftentimes less expensive than the American craft versions. Like, I don't know if they just see this as a great window to sell more German beer in the United States during like this 2-month span. I'd love to know what the sales are for German beer this time of year versus any other time of year. I'm sure it takes a nice bump up. But I mean, it was like $2. I mean, the price for this versus a Sam Adams was negligible. And I'm sorry, Sam Adams. I liked what you had going on for you for 2021, but it's not this. And I absolutely will recommend it for value price. I think it's hard to beat the quality of the beer and the price that you're paying for it. Next category is distinction. How distinct is it? And I mean, the German beers, they don't kind of, curve off very far. I mean, very much. You got the purity laws, which, some breweries kind of tap dance around. But for the most part, it's like, these are the handful of ingredients you can use, make it work. It's kind of like what Tim Gunn in Project Runway, make it work, people. I feel like that's a German purity law for beers. Make it work, brewers. And they make it work. It tastes good. It tastes solid. It's a great beer. You open it up, you know it's going to be good. It's one of those, you look at the brand, you're like, I'm going to like this Oktoberfest beer. I'm going to like this Fest beer because I just know. And it's distinct because it hits. It's good. You have others from other breweries, and then you have this. You're like, this is what they are going for. They didn't make it. This one did. So that's why I'm going to recommend it on distinction. Next category is drinkability, and yeah, I mean, it's about as drinkable as a light American lager, and you're getting next to 1.5-2% ABV, and a bit more flavor. So you really can't go wrong with that. And again, for the price of basically a Sam Adams 6-pack, I mean, what's not to like about that? So I am going to recommend it on drinkability. Last category is what I buy it again, and absolutely, this is one of those beers, if I'm at a bar, I feel like an Oktoberfest, and I see this, I'm going to get it. Because chances are it's going to be better than any other Oktoberfest beer in the bar. Unless I want a Märzen style and I want more of the maltiness, then, I got to go for something else. But just for something with the official Oktoberfest labeling, this is right up there for the top. So absolutely, I will get it again. And I always look forward to it every year. And since I liked it in every single category, that means it gets the official Two Dudes stamp of approval. And yeah, I've handed out a couple of these for the Oktoberfest beers. But these style of beers, they don't vary wildly. It's kind of, if you want the Märzen, it's almost like finding which malt profile you like. And that's the one you go for. And then the Fest beers, it's kind of like, which one's just the cleanest and just crispest and just tastes like it's supposed to. But, so yeah, there's not a lot of wiggle room. It's more like kind of piecing which ones you like and which one fits you the best. Yeah, I dig this one. I'll be getting it again. I'll be getting it again next year and for many years to come. But that is my review of Weihenstephaner's Weihenstephaner. I was confusing with another beer. Weihenstephaner's Festbier. What do you think? Have you had it before? Let me know in the comments. All that good stuff. Have you noticed the difference between this and previous years? I typically think or assume that they're not changing anything with the beer, but what do I know? So that's it. Like, subscribe to all the good stuff. And so from right now, for myself and for Weihenstephaner's Festbier, take it easy.